So today's game is I Love You Caramel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. I'm in awe that I already have to play that game. I barely put it on the wheel. But yeah, what do you want to tell us, Al? Before I start the game. At work, I was about to tell you today that if you weren't behaving, I will have spent all my points. Jesus Christ! For this to happen. Well, you didn't even need to spend them. Well, I'm gonna use my classical name, Gino. It's Gino, come on! No, it's Gino. I could have gone with fart though, that could have been funny. I'm gonna need... Gino chicken would have been better. Yeah, I mean, for now... I just realized I'm gonna need to read all of this. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever.
Or you could wake up now. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Show the clock out of window and stay in bed forever. You stepped through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over! Already? You might not be cut out for this. Guys, we're done. I'll finish the game. Goodbye. I am not playing that game. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be a bitch. I could have ended that right there. No, yeah.
Smack that clock up and had him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at this prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You need to take this seriously. You honestly daydream a bit, thinking about the future. I swear to God, if this is another game over, the third game over, I close that game. Fuck you, dude. It's here. Finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students meet. Your mind is swimming into with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Who approved that? Who approved that? Delicious! Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. KFC managers, yeah, I guess. Yikes! You're such in a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh! Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That's such a shit name, by the way. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Like, is that a wordplay? UCASA Puxar. No, it's not even. Yes, my armpits are sweaty. Mom spaghetti. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorable, awkward person you have ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Miriam. Good morning, Gino! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Gino, actually, I'm... Miriam, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Wait, will Condescender be the teacher and you have to do do I look like I fucking know? I don't know, I'm playing the game with you guys! I'm not... What is this? It's the pause menu. Okay, I needed to know. But what University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, famous 3-day only semester, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about our first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on the mannequin. Yeah, not Alex, no clue. Cyber told me. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? It's hard to see Miriam like this, and, frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change subject to something more interesting. All summer you've been hearing rumors about the dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Jesus Christ. Don't die, it's fucking cringe! Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deeds? Now get this! I heard his name is Harlan, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has power! He's had them ever since he was born, from an egg. An egg, like a chicken, don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having power, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. You won't start thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare to apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacked your book and custom engraved measuring spoon out of your hands and onto the ground. When I know something cool, what? Hey! Who would do this? I don't know. I cannot pronounce that. Aishlight? It's Aishlight, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Ashley, oh, it's Ashley. Jesus Christ. On 30 tries, you had 27.89 chance of failing twice on the same option. Yeah, but the thing is, it's still 1 out of 16 chance of getting it twice. 27% chance should be more the chance of me having it, and it's way too high. It should be lower than that, I think. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Gino's shin alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's eventually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone's here knows what perfect chins looks like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insult get to us. Why is the evil though such? I'm not saying this. At least she's an eye candy instead of an eyesore. I guess. Across the quad, you see Ashley, best friend. Van, the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glute while he ties his hair. No lies, they're rocking glutes. And that cake Stop! Stop sipping the fucking fictional character! Van. Oh god. You rang. Guys, you're going to pay for this. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Dude, it's a fucking star. His hair are a fucking star, dude. Anyway, I can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning will even allow people like you to attend as student. And we'll smash burger on him! Jesus Christ! I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us as professor. Us on as professor. You amateur could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there is no time. There's just not time to probably tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. Oh my god. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. I thought that was a sound effect from you guys. And... Whoopsie! I think it's broken. That sounded like a fart indeed. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! What the fuck? I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student in the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly say Bob. But I guess he's reading it upside down? Oh my god, he said... Hi Pop, I'm Gino, so... I thought it would be less cringe as it's produced by KFC. No, I say it was purposefully more cringe because they knew in what market they tapped in. They just wanted to meme it. Like, it's a meme. It's not a real game. It's a fucking meme to push you to get KFC. It's an ad! It's just an ad, guys! Are you waiting to make me hold this door all day? Nope! Yeah, it's a complex shitpost, as Seb said. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me or is he kinda cute? How? Anyway, I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulder before following him into the building. Oh, there is a fucking bucket of chicken on the board. Lysander in its graveyard must be like, what the hell? Laughing his ass off. You stand at the edge of the room. unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable! Now, quiet. Now, quiet down, everyone. I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting distracted by stuff. Wow! Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. UCSAL, sorry. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Oof. What? A cute dog is our professor? It is the best code ever! I guess only a dog nose is capable of picking up all the nuance of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom and knock off my phone. Bro, I don't want. I know what's going to happen. I don't want. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And there, he walks in. The demon! Demon! You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Fucking hate you guys. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan. Colonel Sender interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisles of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweat-a-Lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melt into a puddle and evaporate entirely. You both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all your really weird insult? Oh, you turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Oh my god, dude. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stand before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy, this classroom getting hotter than a Kentucky Fryer. Please go kill yourself. Please use my handkerchief. I'm very sorry for the sound you can hear. Don't do it, it's not to you, Al. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. I'm going to... Though I'm ending stream and I'm just gonna go hang, man. Hanging around, you know? Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Refuse the handkerchief. You feel horrified that your first interaction with Colonel Sanders is centered around the fact that you're a sweaty mess. No thanks, this is actually on purpose. It's an old family secret to keeping our skin soft and healthy. You wave his hand away and quickly wipe your face with your apron instead. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for learning! The greatest culinary academy in the world! The birthplace of culinary legend past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. It might even be really adorable tiny food. Professor Doug being like, Gino, get help. No sweaty armpit in the classroom, one rule. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle!
You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena.
Just then, another student entered the classroom and interrupted the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stared at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled. If you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you, student, that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkle is referencing what appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. I'm very sorry. Your voice acting is so funny. I choked on my vein. It's perfect. At least if I can be funny while playing this shit-ass game, because I absolutely ate the guts out of it. The class burst into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Oh my god, dude, I'm sweating my ass off. Your diet is lacking based on what I'm picking up here. You definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Chicken snack? Rubber ball? Beef treat? Well, that has to be useful advice. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna guess I need to give him a fucking chicken because KFC, but fuck you, rubber ball. You reach beneath your apron and return with a rubber ball in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks into it. You toss the ball and he bounces after it, grabbing it in his mouth and swinging it from side to side before dropping it. The thrill passes quickly. It's not clear if that endeared you to him or not. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seat and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. I really like the idea that the teacher just went out running after a ball. Like, that's crazy stuff. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seat, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, you know, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. 2 good options, but which one will you choose? Dude, I don't want to pursue this fucking romance going on, but I have to. I don't want to, but I am. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencil. However, his perfect upright posture show off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had to rule. Do all you can and do... What the fuck? Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you're settled in your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. Please, get this guy out. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here come question 1. If a train is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hand before cooking? I want to choose all the dumb answer, but I think it's gonna make me a game over, and I will need to do all of this back again, and I don't wanna. Extremely looking at you, Pop. No, me depend. Extremely looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is the. I'm sorry. Forest is to 3. What? Forest is to 3 as chicken is to a slam dunk. Slam dunk, dude! That's wrong. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork. That's wrong. What food is the best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like a silly face. That's wrong. Come on, man. Is Sprinkle a good boy? No. That's wrong. He's nothing but the best. Your total score is 1 out of 5. Yeah, it's only 1, right? You're on thin ice, Gino. You look to make sure that Colonel Sander doesn't see your shameful result, but it's too late. He's staring at your results, shaking his head in disappointment. May I have your attention, student? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as in any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking will also be serious about eating. Sorry. I don't care. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. You smell that? That must be your lunch. It smells crazy good. Hey everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I'm dying again. Sorry. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor to the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifted a large bucket above his head. Its content glimmered in the light. Hide are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say stop thinking and start eating! For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper as if scribbling note as fast as they can. But that's all I have to say about that. What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, my dude, nah. It's just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is a poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing my diary. Dear diary, whoa. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hand of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Ooh. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realized that he is destined for greatness and fame. With cooking skill like this, she wanted him all to herself. I'm very sorry, guys, if I mispronounced that. I don't know why I struggled there. No, please. Well, then. The man, if you don't want any. I'll take this. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grows wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmate, dig in. You take one piece of the fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Oh my god. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste bud, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Savor the moment and everything that tells you about kindness and your heart. Swim toward the light. I'm going toward the lights, man. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavor as so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach toward the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer until your fingertip connect with the hand of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Gino now. There's only herb and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. I died! I fucking died, dude! No way! Bro, I just want to fucking close that game now. Oh, shut the fuck up now. I'm going to skip that, man. I'm done. The flavor in your mouth are beautiful, pure heavenly. What a guy! Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? Yeah, at least I didn't restart completely. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders looks you up and down as you approach. It's impossible to read his mood, but you press on anyway. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second? Colonel Sanders sits silently. Suppose he didn't say no, so you press forward. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavor that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurant. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He looks disgusted. He's clearly not going to give it up easy, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxies, I'll give you that. Colonel Sandler looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me.
Blank? Wow! You never have you'd never get. Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Condescender has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Condescender outside, standing in a quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometime I like to come outside and look at the school building. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this well. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now it's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Clearly my immaculate strength. You know, I've been thinking about this your secret recipe. Of course you were. You don't simply forget a flavor combination like that. That's exactly right, I remember it because I've tasted before. I stopped at a random fried chicken stand the other day and their chicken tastes exactly like yours. Did you just compare my recipe to a random fried chicken stand? Well, yes, I did, but it was a really good stand, especially considering it was frozen first. Frozen chicken! Condescender struggles to conceal his emotion, fighting back tears of anger. I can't believe you'd say such a thing. You realize you've done irreparable damage to your relationship from which it can never recover. He's hurt. How could you? Hey, Gino, you saw that this game was called a dating sim, right? If that's what your idea of dating, this is not the game for you. No way! No way they broke the fourth wall! No way, dude! Wow! Oh my god, dude! Oh, wow. Dude, that game. That game. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just want to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Gino. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step up into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second, oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fan you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creation. I'm sorry, guys. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Damn, boy, calm down! Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Wanna be my partner? Sure, Gino, I'll prepare a station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Pop, hello, partner. Beat, bo, oh my, potential partner. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Well, fuck Pop. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already hate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of the school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heaves up and begins to roll back and forth. Keep it safe for war. Did I say something? Did I mispronounce something? What happened? Why do you... Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay. You scared me. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissues? I only know you. Hahaha. Sorry, I'm just hang judders and a panel shake loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 friends to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I have to try the octopus, guys. I was thinking about trying something exotic, maybe a dish that incorporates octopus in some way. I'm more of a down-home type of chef myself. What about something that go with me here? Welcome, then. Actually, there's a certain species of octopus that do leave the water. For instance, have you heard of the Abdopus aculeatus? It leaves the water to hunt for crabs. An octopus that walks upright and hunt crabs? Now I've heard everything. The world is truly a marvelous place, isn't it? Octopus, crab, it sounds like you're describing one of my signatures here. You're trying to steal my thunder? Boys, what will with all the hostilities? Has the competition been moved up to today? How dare you try and muscle in on my culinary territory? Nobody's better touch a cephalopod without going to me first. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Nobody's muscling in on any mollusk. We're simply discussing today's assignment. You could cut the tension in here with a chef knife, which makes sense because chef knives are usually pretty sharp, you dumbass. Why is the dough hack so sweet when we know what she is inside? Look, we were just talking. I'll happily step back from any and all seafood. You know what? I'm just gonna make mashed potatoes and gravy. I know my grandmother's recipe by heart. Keep the tentacles. You begin to peel and boil potato and try to extricate yourself from this thorny situation, but your new rivals aren't having it. Jeez. I know that you even have capabilities to work with ingredients so delicate. You should really stick to microwavable dishes. Unlike my friend Van Van, though he may be the man, I have no doubt whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creation worth admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, you might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadow? We fit together like a tide and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. And if Gino and Van Van are both so inclined to the sea, perhaps they should go there together. Ashley, are you suggesting I share the secrets of my special saltwater sauce with this novice? I'm disappointed in all of you. Ashley is really going hard at you. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I guess we're turning to Colonel. There's no streamer blah, blah. There's no, we already checked that out. Turn to Colonel Sanders. I'm here to learn and express myself via the cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partner, we're chosen at the beginning of the last, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I choose Colonel Sanders, Colonel Sanders chose me, isn't that right? Sometimes conflict can actually build character. I wouldn't want you to shy away from a bit of a healthy competition with our peer, Gino. Wow, is he just not that into you? You'd think a gentleman would defend you in a situation like this. Did you do something to offend him at some point? You look for sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station, you realize that in the tension moment your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the oven, you crush the boiled potato into a perfectly creamy, mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the step you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. You know, just what to do. I know just what to do. Cranston extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny will be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds the sparks out for you. You reach out and grabs hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same sporks, and for a small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stop. Your highest locks. The moment is electric. The time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sparkful up. When you say Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spark of smashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face! Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potato and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Gino. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I ask Potato Face? Then rush back over and covered dish in his hands. Mashed potato with gravies, pathetic. It's just in just a few minutes. I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty: braised tentacles and a octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Baited on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestor. Dude has a battle axe for a fucking kitchen utensil. You've known me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushed at Van and swiped a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I've left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed them! What the fuck? Everyone step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pup's mouth. Pup winces and pains for just a moment and is almost immediately back to his obvious self. Whoopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pup's final moment. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rang, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pup's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poison of all kind. I'm not sure the professor here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you've shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sure you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know there's not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food. And to begin with, Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. You might be the perfect time to tell you're developing feelings for Colonel Sanders. Yes, Gino. There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had dreamed that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weight, like so many weights. We should follow our dream with all of our hearts. That our soul may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say personal stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The sport monster is here to fight a hero! What the fuck is happening? I think I left the fridge open. Later, nerds. We will not let harm come to another student, except for that ghost kid. I kinda dropped the ball on that. Be afraid of me because I'm a monster, see? He's rhyming on purpose, or is it just coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Holy fuck! I will attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset the sport monster. Sport monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Where's my health? There's no point in defending, right? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. Guns and stay back, or whatever comes your way. You seem like a pretty weird stage, but okay, sure, you do you. Sport monster focus their mash mind and draw in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Well, I guess attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Deal 1 damage. Sport is no quitter. Buffer up and with rumble, they go on the attack once again. Sport monster use utility tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. You decide to go on the attack. Cook with love. Sport monster is using cheese sauce into the down of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Sport monster prepare for its ultimate attack, rounded edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stop here. Colonel Sanders summon the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot pie power pinch. Pot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Sport monster is defeated. Gino, you saved me. An injured sport monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. You ready your final attack? You'll never survive my student death loan destruction! Does 10 damage. Spunk monster is completely vaporized. Goodness Center looks on in awe. You constantly surprise me, Gino. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's much more. It's a book of magic spell with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Barco. Barco. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from the battle bus, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eye open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sender flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your cover being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love dream. Your love dreams are weird. What the fuck? You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wide vision you had, where the memories or premonition. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sir, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spark monster, she launched into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might like him. Like I know it sounds like it's moving fast, but but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a really sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kind of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school he didn't even go to, and was also convertible that he himself wrote. Wait, what? Did I misread that? Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the high school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Am I understanding right that Colonel Sender came in a convertible of himself? What the fuck? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Haha, sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great! You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. What? Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Yeah. Your bestie eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Maybe I'm checked to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can be good. He told me all about his passion for secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petal, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spice here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet you would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? You couldn't think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her highlight of imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curious, then she'll move on. However, she may turn around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting the secret to other people, you interrupted. A wind rushed in. Cherry blossom petal fills the air. Jesus Christ. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on a fucking horse. Well, of course I'm running to him. You decided that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Sure, he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you ride away together. That's sure good. Oh, Colonel! My Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprises the horse and rears it up, kicking you directly in the face. The force of the blue currently knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ghost of Sudan! Oh, Gino, I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in the realm beyond, but a great pressure relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times, and that name is... But before you can continue, suddenly awake. Oh, jeez. You wake to find Colonel Sander tending to you. He roused you back to life with a satchel of secret spice, or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Oh! Yo! Maybe you shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to an animal you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sander is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing into my face. That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciated good craftsmanship anymore. And with that, Colonel Sander disappeared into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad, but by the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipe bad, experimenting with restricted ingredient bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mine your own wax, honey? Oh my god. Those wordplay, man, they are bad. Tell them to stop acting immature, act like you're not understanding them, but really try to tell them to stop acting immature. You immediately dress the rival down for their immature behavior. Curious goes to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it hate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skill. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look of what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after the encounter with the sport monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Seamus elbows Van who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its content are secrets. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book, they got pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skin at him and as he tries to catch them with his mouth. You're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's such in a hurry that he rolls over Van's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of boats. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you were talking to? I've never heard such a language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh my god, they're making him angry. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the classroom. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. The crazed men are about to come to blow. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashay's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelash at Colonel Sanders. Surely you must know that this is a ruse, right? J-Man, get over yourself. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I got lofty career aspiration to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkle arrived to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Student, please take your seats. I apologize for the late arrival. I spent my morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. You try to give Sprinkle a pat on his head, but he snarls at you. Sorry, I get a little worked up if people try to pet me before I have had my morning coffee. Let that be a lesson to you. Sprinkle stopped in his track and sniffed the air around you. Something has him in a trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sander. Sprinkles jump on you and lick your face. Down, boy! Down off open! Dude! That command, shouted by Colonel Sander, has snapped Sprinkle out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that. Sorry, I got a little carried away. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regained control of the classroom. Without further ado, I will review a global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to this lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sander and you miss most of the important part. When you come to, Sprinkle is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Gino, naturally the bear you have to be... It is appeared to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A simmering pepper? A bright colored pepper stands out from the other item. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, who? This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through... To fulfill the prophecy, you must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. That bear was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think of yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria light dim, and your rival enters to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. The level of theatric with these two is off the chart. Is everything a competition with you two? Yes. Yes! Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey. To learn to love, to learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your jar crossed. Don't you have some portable monster to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dream of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if you're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all within happen? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Do you know you should have it? It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam, reach out and present a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and tartlet for dessert. I know, right? Dude, this is so small. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as the thing reached a boiling point, Sprinkle stepped in. Surely you'll put a stop to this madness. Now, student, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. No. Just then, a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the word timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. No, I'm not doing that. I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you get. My best can best of them. Can best the best of them. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was from under pressure, and now is my time to shine. Jesus Christ, I will defeat you myself. You had this chicken and you made mashed potato and gravy one day, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer's run down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh shit, I don't know. That's wrong. I don't know. Why not? You're waiting to season this chicken before you cook it? Yeah, I don't know, but you have an idea. It's 11. That's right, you might not know all the ingredients, but you're heading in the right direction. Tails wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic step going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind are of the most flavor? I don't know, dude. I don't fucking care. I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. Dude, I'm gonna just reset it. Don't care. Dog, it's never the wrong time for some dog job. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. Better pick up the pace if you want to survive. No, I don't care. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. On his advice and draw energy from that place. Where? I don't know. Jesus Christ, it's so bad. That's right, it's your shot and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise and really focus on your cooking. What is this? The sound of success. I don't know, dude. This okay. Don't make me spray the bottle. Yeah, can it end? It sucks, like... Guys, can I just stop the game? I think I've made it pretty much. I'm tired. It's killing my voice too. Yes, I don't care. I don't give two shit about you two dumbass. Step up and tell him you're on. Alright, blah blah. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, I had new text and I just skipped it. That's wrong, dude. I don't care. What are you thinking? Dude, I don't fucking care. I don't know, pretty soon. That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will so taken that it's what it's supposed to eat. You're just gonna send her out the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Gino. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you make you totally forget what you're doing. Now you can think about. Oh, shut the fuck up. How many spoonful? I don't know. Oh yes, don't give me time. It's so dumb. What's the point of all of this? You're stranded on the desert island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a dude, shut the fuck up, dude. You know what? I should be focusing on the challenge, right? You're falling behind. I don't care. What does this have to do with crafting? Spaghetti, fried chicken, and delicate baked biscuit. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over is really beyond plating elements of our dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a photo of playing and socializing in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means everything to personal touch. Oh, okay, it's random. Great. You might not have any hand, but Gino does, and a good chef need to be touching the dough, know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your was. You may shove your hand to the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over mixed. Gino, no, but you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's been crushed by the quickly spinning beater. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Condescender shake his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now, the battle is over. It can be. I was so close finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. And here I am with the completed dish ready to serve. Surely that make me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Gino's injury. You see Sprinkle begin to lick his dog chops as luck onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under the white chocolate dome, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Gino to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Condescender, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Condescender pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dog, causing it to melt away from the ingredient behind it. Inside you find a delicate fried cheese cracked up of a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, two whey tenders, nougat, and pails of blueberry jelly. Condescender seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strongest suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places the sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something to his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Can this game end? Yeah, I'm gonna put myself between them. You reach out with your weapon to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Condescender recoils and brushes you back. The goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Guys, I'm getting tired now. My voice. I won't be able to speak for the rest of the weekend, man. I'll have to recover from that. That isn't funny. Now I don't have fun anymore. I did all of this. It's all so nice. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flame causes your eyebrow to catch fire and turn to ashes, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotion for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. It is for us. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried eyebrow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sander. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and they decided to get married. Jesus Christ. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and a awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from the run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I'll never fail at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome for sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. Jesus Christ. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sound like this guy could really use a hug? I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labors, or money will deter me from giving the best I had to give. Thanks, so I post on my message. Yeah, it's fine. Ask her to send her change his focus. You can see something in the height inside him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grew intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before you prepared for the worst. It's the sport monster! Gakko! The sport monster is here to fight a hero. Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Garko, but I could have sworn we already battled out last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. What do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirked. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back,
69 again said, "Thanks, Daddy, for the stream. Your baby girl enjoy it. I know you hate it, but thanks for this."
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna survive. I think what Gino is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life is too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty food. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes, and you come up with a quick idea. Jump on this. You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth. He devours it in one go. Hello, Elizabeth. Oh god. Fine, more people. Delicious. You're much nicer. Delicious, you're much nicer than the evil student who once upon a time turned me into this creature who's standing here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua. But I was still a student at this school until one day some mean kid with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you to have you respect it. You're a powerful chef, and you shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. Guile? The name of the game is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating sim. Yeah. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Gino, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? You can imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Wait, dude, he had already the goatee when he was a baby. There's a goatee. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on any new recipe of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavor and texture. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close to it. Colonel Sanders' eye perks up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy and something crispy both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Let's reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. It's up to you, Will. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage, a dish listed in the light of Colonel Sanders' looks hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remain in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back of this moment. To be honest, let's be real, pause. In French, a coleslaw salad, whatever that was called, does not sound as good because it's a salade de choux. This sounds so bad. Yeah, well, in French, coleslaw is chou. You could offer to make him more, but he seemed like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Wait, is he gonna shove it in his goatee? Because he said it was a compartment to save flavor? You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotion. Tap on an item to discover more about the colonel. Where clearly one of the spices is the ashes of the remains of someone. Maybe not. the big old chicken. You notice it's a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you picked it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important kind of sender when it was alive. A little note clipped out the chicken foot read the true state of birth of the great state of Kentucky. Time on an item to blah 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 blah. What is this? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Fishy starch color? Piece of wood floating in the lake? Summer of 69, dude. I'm dying. I'm sorry. No, it's one of the secret secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking dying. I don't know what I have. I have some kind of weird hiccup tonight, so I have to just stop and just let it pass on the side. Tap on an item to discover more about Kenneth Sander. I guess, El. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Tap on an item to discover. Let's go in the room, brother. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suit hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in sand. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? So, dude, that's so fucking cringe. Before you can look any further, you hear this condescender returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual, and he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. Brother! I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! You decide that now is your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold, you fess up and tell him the truth. Really? No, dude! Whoa, this isn't that kind of game! Not that we blame you for trying, but still. Game over. Oh, thank you, dude. I'm gonna have to redo everything! Oh, dude, it's so far back, actually, though. That's not even funny. It's so far back. Dude, I fucking hate you. I'm sorry, guys. We gotta get that. I shouldn't have done the same. I could have done the other one, I guess. I guess I'm gonna get that one. Where's about? You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on the nearby pedestal. There is a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the description. It says, "Here's lies the ashes of all my past career and business failure." Poor guy. Sure. Yeah, I gotta confess, it's so cringe. I think I've developed a feeling for you. Shit! That was that kind of confess! What the hell? I'm not sure that my big kitchen dreams have left any room in my life for romance right now. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Connell in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Connell. Yes, Gino? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence! Yeah! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sander's hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sander? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, blank. In some jurisdiction, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sander emerged into the room. He's holding a gorgeous plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast. I just whip it up. It's meticulous. No, that's not a breakfast. It's a fucking dinner or a lunch. You taste Colonel Sander's food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, will you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds. That's it. That is, sir. Such confidence, such grace. Could it be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I'm going to flatter him because it's a dating game. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feeling, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. Hello, Broken. I'm not even gonna explain, man. Can't. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Yeah, I lost a bet, man. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a day! I think I can't believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Lang, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dial turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friend, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving? Is that a typical... As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story of revolting up the detail of your whole night. It's just too much to bear. And I went on a date back to Colonel Sander's house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzer! Miriam tells you to move on from this woke obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sander is wrong, you don't want to be right. He's the herbs and spice indeed. After a short agreement, you both agree to go your separate way. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from this end that they are picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious! Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles, dog, and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school? There is that horse that can send a ride to school, but who will dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Gino, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but for the injury from yesterday mixer's accident makes you wince with pain. Guys, what the fuck are you doing in chat? Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Cassandra arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A natural, intuitive person. He sensed that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Gino, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting forms by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail whining so hard. Technically I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate warm gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's another word to say it was bland. Excuse me, Gino. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more about your thought as we walk into class, Colonel? I am always interested in discussing the fine art of fine food. See you inside, Gino. Annoyed by Cassandra's inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. That douche. It's a douche. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping to the pages. Wow! That's that book! It looks like bad news! It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magical stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I'm so sorry, I said it in French with the fucking fat accent. I'm very sorry about that. That was bad. I don't know who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it were really powerful. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warning. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edge of the page. I could use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Cassandra, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Oh shit! No, wait, dude, I see it actually, dude. Yo! Yeah, it almost sounds like Carl Weezer, dude. What the fuck? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate time call for desperate measure. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. I want to do it. I want to see what happened. It's a bad choice. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on your word, and the only effect it seems to have is to make you forget what it is you are doing. Alright, you're looking at the page again. It came rushing back to you. Cast the forbidden spell. You begin to recite a spell, and okay, I guess I can't. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. Dude, I took her advice after casting the spell twice, failing at it, and just erasing partially my memory. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the student to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach out for some old homework to give him a snack. Doug can be a rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkle. Wait to see what happened. Sprinkle stop in his why did I use that voice? Sprinkle stop in his track. He focuses in on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom and he begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. We should cook the bastard. The little bastard. Terrence! I told you to never come back here! Terrence, I will destroy you! Terrence! Sprinkle is barking fiercely, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who name him Terrence? Terrence? Turbulence. Terrence. You'd better never show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. After Sprinkle is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returned to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Gino, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see? But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkle is interrupted by whirls and sparks coming out of the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language and mechanical noise. But now you had to show off to your cool kid friend Jeff and Joe and J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as with the Sam. Triangles are the strongest shapes, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great day. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold your hand as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Clan begins to shudder. Steam power pours out of it the gaps of his panel, and then a loud ding stops him in his track. Oh, he died. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clang. Oh, dear God. Clangs burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has will, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep friend footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. Trade more. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. It's just voice I can easily make real quick. Okay? That's what I can do, you know? I can change my voice kind of quick. It's just a quick voice I can do. I'm sorry if I resemble any kid show from our childhood. It just happened. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cacao all over the floor. I'm sorry, guys. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cacao is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud, you don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightened up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitated to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clang, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipe the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet the professor dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend your time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his heavier counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Gino's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for a month, making this dish come second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get the fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Center. Gino, what are you doing here? There's still time before the exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing a success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, but the smell is slowly filling the space around you. I don't know! Help me, Stale! Help me! Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let a sender get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desire. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the timer goes off behind you. Thank you, please. Thanks. In your head, like there was no sound. Oh, fess up about the practice dish. Thank you, man. Save me. Bet they're pierced. What the fuck? What is pierced, dude? Actually, you know what? Don't say. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. Oh, god dang it! I told you not say it! I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Jesus Christ! That's an oddly specific range, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it's probably start burning any second if you don't put it out. The moment of truth. Wow! It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles laid down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you got. You better step up the cook-off of a lifetime. You decided that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Oh yeah, dude, clearly the cane is a sword, dude. You kill people with that thing. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping widely elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe fried chicken. Yeah. The intensity in the room start at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is scanning out a really cool special cooking move as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. No, sadly it's too late. Colonel Sanders batters chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! What the fuck? Miriam firstly injects ingredient to a itty bitty pot of broth. Best friend Master Blaster. What the fuck? Brandon flexes his pectoral as he chop open and sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. What the fuck? Ashley scoop her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shadow personality spatula. Oh my god, don't kill me. Even Clang gets in on it. 5-day-old pressure point cooking chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We must let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplug Clang and roll him out of the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, and as Ashley has her spell book out, is she going to use some dark magic turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're expected not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's most certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. We don't need magic when you got passion. I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win with your own term and gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Gino. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Gino, since you were a little kid, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you out. Shoot her! Yeah, shoot her! Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lie about the ingredient was made up, and where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying back where the water noodle begins to swirl into the air, bubbling to a dark cloud that thicken and congeal before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the sport monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We sport monster are many. I think Gorko had a day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skill really impressed me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the sport monster, notices that you've got the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and you summon me, huh? Ah, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodle in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pop back in the old country. You can feel Sport Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seemed like it was pretty lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's just kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during Scarce Tactics class, and when I woke up, you does a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the end. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered a huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing the entire lives for. Yes, Gino, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The war you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupting my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire life for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy course through your body. You know what this power... With this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can be served. But don't worry, dear Gino. You may have suffered some setback, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Condescender decided you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. You step up to your station and stand right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolded a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid your eyes on. Yeah, there's no rules. Anyway, and besides, sometimes unexpected combination can have surprising effect that surpass individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine force, we can form the perfect food union? Time is up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must I forgot his voice. You must prepare now for the present to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some student. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that only came from one student. Hey, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on the broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a Ouija, who am I to refuse? I thought the Ouija was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my leg. May I be excused? Sure. You kid and your prank. I must say, it's not the worst prank of UCSAL history, but it's not exactly the yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, slangs. Where did that pressure cooker rolls off to? You wait to hear the signature weird beat part or onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. Well, we'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final project. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole day long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. Half-made, tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto maki I spy afloat on this itsy bitsy boat? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffed around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just a sip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs with dozen flaws. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took too much, it was less than a thimble worth of soup. A plus, really do I taste a dish with as much love poured into as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Gino, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axioned urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one? I'm dying. You miss it. I'm good. Sorry, I hit the mic. Did you skewer one type of urchine with spine from a second different colored type of urchine? Yeah, sprinkle. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't look cool. Sprinkle leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose closed on account of all the spike. He begins to paw at it, erratically causing the custard to slush around. I'm not barking. Please be gentle with my cuisine. I'm not drawling either. Finally, Sprinkle goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needle. He reeled back at as his tongue is poked and probed. Ouch! My tongue. The professor appeared to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat that. It kept poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn in events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needle could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour! Don't discount capability. This isn't the last you've heard of me! Before forcing us to endure his swollen dong for another moment, Springer graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and drink milk. Get over it, sometime it helped calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glasses. Glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your hearing or something, Gino? I told you it's a display piece! Actually, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insist, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know I am cuisine if it took you. And with that, Ashley stormed off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. I'm sorry, guys. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching to myself. You and Colonel Sandler, the final cooks, get up together. To chef? What begins as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines. Oh my god, I can't say it. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, I let the drumroll play. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, gave me this thing and completely blew me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partake in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sender, you have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drowned back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon the mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declare that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battle, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is completed and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their grooves on. Oh, please kill me. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of a school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Doug is in the house. I'm not doing the rest. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who said you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villain. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another hunting. No ghost allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaw. Actually, I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together... It's the Spark Monster! He has totally mellowed out.
Everyone.
Whoa.
Hey,
I don't remember his voice. Fuck it.
everyone. The sport monster is no more. From here on out, I'd prefer that everyone refer to me by my name, Party Monster.
Students try to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Spark. Sorry, Party Monster. A dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef hat a crown. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We feared it was the least we could do for the school dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing? I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet, another dimension. I actually feel like I knew it. I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the way of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously, I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Human are weird. A portal opens up and can disappear through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrived. Please end this! Howdy, classmate. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, please let this end. I'm done. And my stuff. No! No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sender finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Gino, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting to be the right person for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, her spicy a tidy goatee and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for learning, just to name a few. That's fucking gross, dude. It truly is my lucky day. Will you dance with me? Yes, I would love to, big boy. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sender, the few stretch out in front of you. And once in my Henriette franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Gino. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stopped dead in his track. We're together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurant? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to enjoy sharing him with this other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. No, my dear Gino, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! Finally, dude, that was painful! A pain! I was in pain, dude! What a painful stream! Oh my god, please someone and me shut the fuck up! I'm never doing this again. Again, I'm going to bed tomorrow. I won't have any voice. I hope you had fun. I was in pain all the time. I hated that. That was cringe as fuck. It was so bad, and I had to talk all the fucking stream. My throat is actually hurting a bit. Holy shit, I talked a lot. And holy fuck, that was long. Oh wow. Yeah, I know the game isn't serious. It's fun. It's kind of a bit me being like that. It was bad. I actually didn't like that. Like, it was funny to laugh at it. Ain't no way any of this was like. I am one of those person that right now can say I have played this fucking game. Isn't that wide? I've never played a dating sim nor just a story game, telltale game like that. I will clearly delete. I don't keep the game I've played. At least now I can say it won't ever be again on the wheel. I won't have to deal with that ever again. But holy fuck, dude. Oh, welcome, Finn. You came just at the end of the stream. Sadly, you missed a full playthrough of I Love You, Colonel Sender, a finger-licking good dating sim. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. But yeah. Wait, yeah, I know, man. I'm tired. I can't speak, man. I've spoken for a whole 2 hour and a half. That's pretty sick, though, Finn. Oh. Dude, my throat. I have a sore throat, man. It will be bad tomorrow, man. I won't be able to speak. But, yeah. So, I guess I'm gonna end it here. So thank you all for joining in. Hope you all had fun, and see you all next time. Goodbye!